So, due to popular request, I thought I'll try and do some vlogging of this trip. This is to you, Emma. Thanks for the recommendation. So, we've woken up here in Dunkirk. This was the campsite here, right next to the pillbox and the pier. This is the pier famous from Operation Dynamo. I thought I would kip up here last night because it looked good. Lovely little spot. We had some nice views right next to Dunkirk pier. I can't even point at it here. As I said, this is my very first attempt at vlogging, so you'll have to forgive me if it's not amazing as of yet. I'll try and get the hang of it. But there's the camper van. There's the entrance to Dunkirk Harbour. That's the pier used for the removal of soldiers during Operation Dynamo. Dunkirk pier and the harbour. So in a minute I'm going to head off to a refugee camp. I won't do any Facebook photos there. I'm going to be doing some other photography stuff. But after that, if I find any more interesting stuff to adventure, I shall add it to this and try and edit it all up for you tomorrow. I hope you can all hear this and I don't look like too much of a shit show. As I said, I've slept in the van now for a few days, so it's one of those situations. But yeah, there's that pillbox again. And the pier one more time. So more updates to come from later on, guys. See you soon. So I just thought I'd start off recording section 2 of the old vlog-a-vu. It's basically I've just spent most of the day in the jungle refugee camp. I did a little shift in a food kitchen, and then have basically just wandered around documenting the conditions on the camp and taking portraits of people that live there. It's about the 3rd refugee camp that I've visited over the last few years. But by far the worst conditions. The camp was, as described, in a jungle basically. All of the tents were completely knackered and hidden away in trees. Tiny little communities bunched together. Compared to the ones that I visited in Greece a few years ago, far, far, far worse conditions. And yeah, but the people there, beautiful, really, really kind, welcoming. And I mean, to be honest with you, would be far better suited to being looked after a little bit and being sorted out. But I didn't want to record any footage in there because I didn't think it was appropriate to be social mediaing. But yeah, that's been about the last 4 hours, and now I'm going to go and try and find some more pretty things to shoot because it's a bit rainy here. But yeah, basically I'm just by the TJV tracks here. I just outside the camp. I didn't want to shoot anything in there at all for Facebook. Basically I took about 40 portraits, and yeah, so there's another shot of the train tracks. So yeah, off to find some pretty stuff, and thank you very much for being kind to me, all the refugee camp people. Just a little bit of on the move footage. Quite an industrial area over there, and on some 10-mile long jetty on the way to some weird pier. But we'll see what that's saying when we get there in a second. Anyway, I should focus on the road over here. See, it's still a bit stormy and everything, but hells yeah. So I just thought I'd start section 3 of today's blog, the new vlog-a-vu. We're here at Flux de St. Paul, which is this lighthouse here, which is at the end of some obscenely long jetty, which is at the end of some obscenely long 10-kilometre drive. In fact, that there is the pier from Dunkirk that we saw earlier. So yeah, just giving you a quick update. Nice pretty lighthouse, going to take some nice shots of that in a little bit, and yeah, we'll update you at the next pretty spot. Just another little update for the day here. Back in Dunkirk by the pier again. I've had some problems with my drone on this trip, so I just had to get some propellers delivered. And I've got those, and he's been up in the air flying. So that's it for me in Dunkirk for the moment, I think. And we're going to head now towards Belgium, stop it at some forts, maybe fly the drone there as well. And even if you're lucky, I might get some of the drone footage into this. We'll see, we'll see. Alright guys, that's it for Dunkirk. One more shot of Dunkirk. Lighthouse. Boom. Love ya. See you in a bit. So I know you're all thinking he's gone vlogging mad. So yeah, we're just down here, just on the tip of the French-Belgian border, so I thought I'd do one last clip of France. You will see the goodness here of the northern French beaches. Just flew the drone at some to shoot some bunkers over here, and yeah, next stop Belgium, see you all there. So you're joining us here for the change of the first country, driving across the border of France and Belgium. Hello Belgium! Whoop whoop whoop! Here we have the first stop in Belgium. It's a bit of a backlit scene, but it's quite pretty. A monument to Leopold I. No, you can't see me, I'll do a little 180 so you can see the square. There we go. There's me in the square. And Leopold I. Boom boom meow. So we're here with what might be the last blog shot of the day. I've made it as far north. I was heading towards Bruges, but I haven't quite made it that far, and I'm in the very pretty town of Veurne, which is in North Belgium somewhere. So here are some scenes of that. I'll maybe take a little bit of video without me in it, so it's a bit easier to see. So here we go. Here is the spectacularly beautiful square. I thought it's a bit better without my ugly mug in it, isn't it? Look at that. Gorgeous. So I don't think I'm going to get to Bruges before night, so I reckon in a minute I'm going to go find myself a nice bar to try some lovely Belgian beers. Maybe even get some nice sausage, because I know that's what they're famous for here. So, that's the main square of Veurne.